Android positioned in the operating system market? Let me just back out a little bit here and ask how many of you own a phone at the moment? How many of you own a phone that has an Android operating system on it? Hands up so we can see, roughly. So we got about 20% of the class. How many of you own a phone that has the Apple operating system on it? Okay, so we still have a dominant design in this group, right? And yet we can see that Google is trying to get into this market. So I'm going to ask some of the Android people, just so that we get to learn a little bit more about Android before we go into a group discussion here about what's going on in this market. Android people, why do you have an Android phone? What do you like about your Android phone? Somebody tell me what they like about their Android phone. I don't own one, so I'm learning. Somebody tell me what they like about the operating system of their phone. Okay, so I need you to turn around and yell to other people.
Okay, it can be easily customized.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Well, you can actually make it look and make it work however you like. You can integrate with your old Google services.
Okay.
So use Gmail, Google Search, virtually everything that Google offers.
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned two different things there. One is it can be customized, and the other is that it's well integrated with other Google products or services. Yeah. What else do people like? Go ahead.
Can I tell just that on iPhone we can still have the Gmail?
Yes.
It's like, it's same in this point of view.
Okay, so what's the difference? So what is it that's different about the Android operating system compared to the iPhone? That's what I'm trying to get at here. Standardization, customization. Okay, now tell me more. Tell me more.
Android seems to be a very open concept where you can build on third-party apps or content. And Apple seems to be try to control everything that's in their hands and build one operating system that works with everything. They offer their own market, their own apps that they approved, and their proprietary system.
It's a cross-platform system. You're not bound to one carrier.
Just turn around, just because at the front.
You're not bound to one phone. You have a whole palette of phones that have a different price range.
Okay.
So you can get an Android phone that is only half the price of an iPhone.
Okay, that is one significant difference here, is that the Apple operating system is on iPhones, and iPhones have a higher price point, whereas the Android operating system is on a wider variety of phones. So that's one way in which the difference. That's what I'm trying to understand here, is how are these two things different? Go ahead.
Apple is very protective over its product.
Okay.
If Apple doesn't want something to go on iPhone without any reason, they can stop it.
Yeah.
They have the monopoly over it.
Yeah.
And they have some restrictions over applications. They can't interfere with your contacts, for example.
Yeah.
If you get a simple application, an alarm clock, you can't. It doesn't run on the background. Apple forbids it. So you have to use the Apple One as an alarm clock. They can't. It has restrictions over how it can access your music, for example. But Android is free. They can do anything. It's open software.
Okay, so that's another fundamental difference actually, is if you're thinking of the operating system as a gateway into all of the things a phone can do, Apple exercises a lot more control of that gateway than Google does in the Android system.
When I want to download apps, I use Android system, so I just link to the Google's the Android system, and then I can download it with my phone. But if I use iPhone, I have to use my computer to link to the Apple system to download the app. So in terms of some of my friends and my parents, they like to use Android system because they don't need to use computer.
So historically, that's one of the differences between an iPhone and an Android-based phone, is the being able to directly access material without going through the computer. Now, it's something that is changing. Apple is changing that. Now they've launched their iCloud system to kind of solve that, but we'll see. I need you to really yell, very quiet voice.
If you just buy an Android mobile phone, you can update the system quite frequently.
Okay.
If you buy an iPhone, and I think you should wait for several months or 1 year, half year to wait for update your system. Then when you update the system of Android, you can see the difference, and quite a lot difference about the old system and the the new system, and then you will, fall in for that. You will feeling it's high technology, and give you a lot of surprise, quite briefly.
Exactly. So we're starting to get into a conversation now about how Android is positioned in the operating system market. It's positioned in a place, in a price point where it's connected with the phones idea that you had here. The handsets are cheaper, so it's positioned actually in a lower price point than the iPhone is. It's positioned in a more open way than the Apple iPhone is, and some other dimensions here in terms of the position. But what we're going to do is move a little bit, just to get you to, I asked you to bring something that talks about the competition between Google and Apple in mobile operating systems. So I'm going to give you a few minutes just to share these ideas in the group here, and then we'll push the conversation forward from that. So the task at this point is just to share the information you have. What I'm interested in is less the consumer experience of what it's like using either of these, and more about what's going on competitively between these two companies. Because this is a very significant battle that's going on at the moment. And so I'm interested in who you think will win, how they're playing the game, those sorts of things. All right, so a few minutes to share the articles that you brought with you before we take it forward.